Last time on the season finale of Off Angle, there was drama.
Oh my god, I can't believe he would do that! Oh my god!
Heartbreak.
I can't believe he would do that! Oh my god!
And unexpected eroticism.
Oh my god. I can't believe he would do that.
But this time on Off Angle Season 2, we have all the same stuff, but ramped up to 11.
Oh my god, I can't believe he would do that!
All at once.
Oh my god, I can't believe he would do that.
Tune in for Season 2, baby.
I can't keep that up for a whole season. Off Angle! Welcome back, everybody, to the Off Angle podcast, where two best friends take a look at movies and all that life has to offer from a slightly different perspective. I am Tyler.
I'm Tony.
And it's officially the new year. New year, new season, we'll call it that.
Yeah.
But same old boys, you know?
Same old boys, but it's a new season. Okay?
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but it's going to mean a lot of things.
But we also this is our 10th episode, double digits.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
So 2 digits, 2 boys, this is the second year.
Season. Yeah. Yeah.
2 times the fun.
At least.
See, we only have one like actual change for season 2, which is the snacks, but we got to come up with some more mixtures to the formula.
Yeah. We will.
Do some wacky, weird stuff.
We're always adapting, innovating.
Yeah.
So we'll continue. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
One thing I've realized watching, because I don't just my algorithm now, or maybe just because I like them, but I get a lot of podcast clips.
Yeah.
And I think one thing that makes pretty much life in general better, whether it's being a podcast host, whether it's just talking to your friend, listening to your friend, that I don't have is a good, like an iconic, a funny laugh. I don't have a good laugh.
Should we tune our laughs a little bit?
I think we need to like adjust or like laugh more or just better reactions, you know?
Well, sure. We can test it. So tell me a joke.
Oh gosh.
It doesn't have to be an actual joke. It can just be
hey, what did the cat say when he hurt his elbow?
What?
Meow. Well, usually the reactions like pertain to what just happened. That sounded like
dying.
Kinda.
We could try again. Tell me another joke.
What did the dog say when he hurt his elbow?
What?
That was rough. No, that was good. Yeah. That one's better. That one's better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I need to, because I feel like talk show host, mostly Jimmy Fallon, I feel like he has conditioned himself to like laugh at everything. And so now he finds everything funny.
Oh, yeah, that's why I don't like him.
Yeah, I don't want to get to that level, but I want to find like a happy medium.
True, dude. That's so good.
Yeah, mine's just like, ew. It makes me laugh less when I hear myself laugh. Yeah, it's just fake. Sounds, ugh.
Yeah.
I want, what's it called? Like infectious, contagious laughter. And I don't have that. At least maybe it's bias, but
we just
judging myself.
You gotta let yourself laugh more. That's all.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. That's one of my resolutions. I'm gonna work on just laughing more, loosening up.
Why New Year's resolution?
Why can't it be today resolution?
No, why can't it be like a Tuesday resolution? Why do people
need
like
more resolutions?
This year I'm gonna do like. Why can't you just if you don't?
Because you give yourself I'm giving myself the whole year to work on this.
Here's my thing. If you don't want to do it on a random Tuesday, you're not going to do it.
Right.
If you have to be like, oh no, I'm going to wait. Once the year hits, that's when I'm going to do it. If you're not doing it right now,
it's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
Yeah. Because it'll be like March and you're like, I got the whole year. I got plenty of time.
Yeah. So it's, okay. So, it's January, 12th when this is going up?
Yes.
It's January 12th. If you missed the New Year's, you already screwed your resolution. There's no reason to not start right now, baby. Do it right now.
Nobody has to know. Just do. If you want to fix something, fix it. Work on it. Keep being better. So I'm going to laugh more and better.
And I'm gonna laugh less.
Oh, okay. I like the balance. Yeah.
That just means you got to work harder to make me laugh. I only laugh at bangers now.
Okay. All right. That's a lot of pressure. I'll try my best.
The resolution that I listed last time was to start writing my movies in.
Yeah. Which I saw you did at least one.
But I had a problem.
Oh.
Which is that we need to unfollow each other.
Oh, yeah. No, I purposely didn't log.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But then it's like, now I have to remember next week. Am I going to do it? It's like,
yeah. No, we can unfollow each other or, yeah. I mean, I will at least won't read your reviews, but yeah. Yeah, maybe.
It's hard.
Because, I mean, you can go back and log them after the fact, but they won't forget.
It's a pain.
Something's going to happen.
I want to have it fresh in my brain when I'm rating the fields, baby.
So, yeah. Might have to block each other. That's the way it's got to be, though. So we can have a off-the-dome conversation and not know. I don't want to know your opinion until we're talking about your opinions.
Or just, like, try to watch the movie the night before the podcast and then...
Yeah.
Not look at each other's thing that night.
Right.
At all.
Now that you're actually going to be logging them and going on Letterboxd, we gotta think about those things.
Yeah.
I still log them on IMDb because you're not on there. So, but to stay like relevant to what's going on, the Golden Globes did happen. Actually, no. Before even getting to the Golden Globes, to stay really on topic, Letterboxd does a summary. They give you a summary that they email you. I don't know if you got one or if there was anything on yours since you barely used it, if at all, last year. But I did receive mine, and I would like to talk about it.
What exactly is it?
It's just like summarizes like the movies you've watched, how many movies you watched, like your first movie you watched, last movie you watched.
Yeah, I mean, you told me how many movies you watched, but you didn't tell me anything else.
Right. So this is my Letterboxd in review. In 2023, so films logged, which I only logged movies that I watched that year, saying things that were new to me at least. I didn't do like rewatches, and I wasn't like catching up. It was just maybe one or two, but mostly things that I watched new that year. So I watched 145 movies last year. I only reviewed 7 of them. I want to actually start doing more reviews.
These short little reviews.
And then apparently that equated to 272 hours worth of time. So average of about 2 hours a movie. Apparently my most watched actor was Jason Schwartzman. And that's because I watched a few. He's from some of Wes Anderson's movies. And I watched a few of his movies.
What's his name?
Jason Schwartzman.
Oh, yeah, I know him. Why do I not know his name?
Yeah, I didn't know his name either, but Jason Schwartzman. So, like I said, it's probably just because of the Wes Anderson stuff I was watching, because Wes Anderson tends to reuse the same actors. I didn't even look this up because I wasn't sure who it was. My most watched director is a guy named Stephen Cognetti. I don't know who that is. He's my favorite director, apparently.
That's because LLC. So stupid.
That's why, because I watched 5 of his movies, or 4 of his movies. 4 of his movies.
Wow.
Wow, I'm surprised. He's my favorite, man. Most watched week of 2023 was the week of April 17th. I watched 8 movies that week.
It's a good week, baby.
It was a good week. Most watched day is a Wednesday.
Okay.
That's the best day for movies, man. Right in the middle, right on hump day.
Yeah.
Watch my movie. I watched 29 movies total on Wednesday.
Okay.
My first movie I watched, January 2nd, which it was at like midnight. So it was going into January 2nd, was Roadhouse.
Oh.
Wasn't something I put on. Had a friend over. I was with my girlfriend, and she had her friend, also named Tyler, was visiting, and he had just thrown something on. Roadhouse. That's a movie. That was my first movie. Last movie I watched, December 26th, was Handmaiden. So ended on a high note there. The 50th movie that I watched, does 50th and 100 milestones.
Okay.
50th movie that I watched was The Evil Dead, the original, The Evil Dead. my 100th movie was Miss Congeniality.
What the
Really, my two
You had never seen
polar
that?
opposites. I might have at some point in life, but no. Miss Congeniality. Most watched theme, apparently, surprisingly, was kids in animation. And most watched nano genre was Blood Shock Brutal.
I believe that one more.
Yeah, that one's sort of like me.
I believe that one.
So nobody could say I don't have a diverse watch
What?
history, because
All right.
kids in animation and Blood Shock and Brutal, those don't overlap often.
Kids animation, baby.
But yeah, that's about all it had. So my goal is to at least watch 150 movies, a nice clean number.
In a year?
Yeah. 145 was last year. I want to up it, but I think 150, nice and clean. So we'll go for that.
How much did you watch last year?
145.
Okay. That's probably around what I watched. Because I didn't keep track last year, but I kept track. But Via kept track of all the movies that we watched together.
Okay.
Most of them.
Yeah.
And that's like 130, I think. That
Yeah.
list. So like, it's probably, with the ones few that I watched, in between on my own and stuff,
Right. Yeah, it's a good number because that's like almost every other day watch a movie. Which is pretty average. Watching a movie every day could be a bit much depending on the length. But I've doubled up. I watched 2 movies last night even.
Two! You're insane.
Had them on in the background kind of. One of them was random, something called Advantageous. I heard about it I was watching a video game essay called Games About Waking Up, which talked about like things like Soma, and I don't know too much about it, but Signalis was really popular, but movies in that vein. And so then they started talking about a movie. I was like, oh, what movie in that kind of vein? So I stopped watching and then watched the movie. And then I also watched Still, which is the documentary about
Michael J. Fox.
Michael J. Fox, yes, which is really good. It was a really good documentary. Very, very well made documentary. Their use of like footage, because obviously there's plenty of footage of him. He's on like TV shows, Back to the Future, etc. Combined with new footage that they shot, like the way they cut it together seamlessly, like it's really cool. Very well crafted documentary. So yeah, I'm off to a good start.
Speaking of Jason Schwartzman, I watched Spider-Man. Across the Spiderverse.
Is he in that too?
He's the Spot.
Oh, okay. No, that's also why he was one of my most watched.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I watched the Spider-Man.
Hell yeah. What'd you think? I feel weird about that one because it is like
second, and yeah,
that
is the same thing I'm feeling. So I'm withholding most of my judgment.
Right.
First of all, of course, probably the most visually beautiful, amazing movie, maybe ever. Maybe.
Yeah, it's
maybe
incredible what they managed to pull off.
All of like the little styles, the different universes with their different styles and stuff. It's like, it's a feast for my eyeballs in every sense, in every frame, every second. Right? It's
definitely.
Beautiful. And just some of the plot, some of the movement, especially towards the end, I'm just like, what's happening? Which again might be okay later, but there's just some little things I'm just like, why?
Nah, you're crazy.
Why? Like, okay, I don't like that this Spider-Man is so overpowered. Why is he so overpowered?
He's Miles Morales.
Okay, well, why is he the most overpowered of every Spider-Man?
Yeah, he did take on like 100. Not like
every other Spider-Man we've seen has like a power.
Right.
We haven't seen anybody has multiple. He has multiple that are growing all the time.
Yeah.
And no limitations.
Yeah.
Even like Gwen, she's like kind of a badass, right? But she uses the little web cartridge. She could run out. That's a limitation, so she only has like a limited time. He's got everything infinite, and he has 2 parents.
Yeah, that's a superpower in and of itself.
Literally, it's like this man has the most power and the least tragedy. It's like,
this man's greedy.
His evil uncle died.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
normal Spider-Man, his parents are dead, and then his uncle dies.
Yeah.
He has none of it.
He's just like, chilling, man. He got it easy.
Okay, bro. That's what I'm saying.
And he's got a Spider-Man girlfriend, basically.
Yeah.
Like, he's winning at life.
So, I don't know. Some of that stuff is a little bit like whatever.
Yeah,
and this stuff where he's like, oh yeah, all of the multiverses are gonna die. Every single, billions and trillions of people and Spider-Mans are all gonna die if your dad doesn't die. Nah. I'm gonna do my own thing. Just like it's supposed to be this badass moment of like, oh, he's standing against the system, but everything we know is that that's all gonna be true, you know. So in the third part, what's probably hopefully gonna happen is he's gonna get some understanding. Dies. He's gonna get some, you know, humbleness, and understanding of himself in the situation in the grander scheme of things. But like, yeah, it's weird that his pre-realization of that is everybody's like, yo, that was badass. But like, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but because in the infinite universes, you know, somebody's got to be the strong. Somebody's got to be the best, most badass Spider-Man. We just happen to be following the one that is.
Yeah, but that's... I don't know.
No, I get it.
He's also like not... because he's also hasn't been Spider-Man that long.
Yeah, you know, he's just so it's naturally gifted, man.
He's naturally gifted with the most everything.
Got that dog in him.
Yeah. So it's just like, I don't know, dude. It's just a little bit.
I understand.
We see all these cool, badass spider people.
Yeah.
And they're just like, they've been Spider-Man for 10, 20 years, whatever. Spider-Woman, whatever. Spider people.
Yeah.
And
nope. Be politically correct like, here.
Nope, they're trash. You guys are garbage.
Well, what did you rate the first one?
I don't know. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot. I don't know if I actually rated it anywhere.
Because the first one, like he, you know, definitely gets his shit together near the end, but he's never, you know, he's figuring it out. The problem with him being overpowered and stuff isn't a thing. So it's,
of course,
you know,
it's like it goes from he's kind of learning and he doesn't really know, but now in this one he's like, nope, I got it all figured out and I'm the best of every universe.
Right.
Like, all right, man.
Well, we'll see how the third one ties it together. But I still
that's what I'm
very excited, and I think it'll still be one of the, again, if they stick the landing, it'll be a very, very solid trilogy. Mm-hmm. And yeah, obviously the animation is
so good. So many little things and little moments and little background Spider-Man and like Peter parked car.
Yeah.
God.
I will say that this one's soundtrack isn't as banging as the first one, in my opinion, but
yeah, I agree.
Still solid for sure. But
I wasn't really.
Yeah, I still love that the Prowlers, like that weird sound. Oh, that's iconic. So good.
True. I don't know how they're going to do everything. How are they going to make a whole nother movie out of this thing? I have no idea.
I don't know. I feel like just only a big battle.
Either his dad dies or everything gets undone and he stops being Spider-Man. You know what I mean? As long as it's not lame, I don't care if it's the Spider-Man.
Maybe everyone becomes Spider-Man, and then suddenly nobody's Spider-Man because they're all Spider-Man.
True.
I just want to be a part of that universe because, as we know, we want to be Spider-Man.
But yeah, it was good. It was good. I liked the Spot Man and all the stuff.
He was cool. He was goofy, and then he gets like, "Oh, this is like actually kind of scary. He's a real villain.
Yeah,
this is bad.
Yeah, freaky stuff."
'Twas fun, and obviously I need to go back and watch. I just want to look at all the Spider-Men that aren't, you don't really see them for too long, but you know, there's like at least 100 different Spider-Men that are shown.
Oh I was pausing,
going through it. Yeah, because I only saw it the one time in theaters, so I didn't have the luxury of being able to skim through. I was
checking them out. There's all kinds of freaks, all kinds of freaks in the background.
This is scary. Some of them. You got the T-Rex one.
Yep,
got all the good ones, man.
Had spider animals of all kinds.
What would you be? You'd be Ghost Spider? What would you?
Yeah, Spider Ghost.
Yeah, and you'd wear a hat.
I would be Spider Punk because I'm cool.
Right, yeah, obviously. No arguments here.
I would be Peter Parker's baby. That would be me.
That is you. It looks just like you. Let's see. I didn't actually go through the Golden Globe winners.
What? I don't know anything about the Golden Globes. I didn't watch it. I don't know anything about
that
happened.
I didn't watch it either.
Only thing I know is the opening guy did very bad. The host guy.
Yeah. Joe Coy.
I was like, that's not a real name.
First, yeah.
That's a fake person.
That was their first problem. They hired a fake person.
Yeah.
I knew of him because I don't know if he always does this. I've seen one special of his, or part of his special was that I believe he's Filipino.
Yeah.
So a lot of his jokes center around the Asian demographic, various Asian cultures, and like doing their accents, and like so it resonates with those audiences because they're like, oh, that's how my household is, that's how my mom is, blah blah blah, you know. And so my ex's family, they're all Filipino and that sort of thing. So they were aware of him, so I've seen him through that. So I was aware of him, but I've never seen him other than doing that shtick. And it's not like I heard someone else describe it as without the accent, it's not even a joke. He's just like talking. So it's like, what did you expect? Yeah. So I knew who he was, but I was like, this is a weird choice. And then, yeah, he did not do very good at all. It was very cringy. Did you actually watch the highlights?
I just watched his opening monologue.
Yeah, I think that's all I saw as well.
Oh, stop.
Yeah, just...
Did I mention Oppenheimer long?
And Barbie, big boobs, women, women, boobs, plastic boobs. And then, like, I think it's like 2 or 3 jokes in, he cracks and he's like, "Ugh, the writers were writing the non-funny ones."
Yeah.
Cracked under the pressure of 3 bombs.
Amazing.
Good Lord. Yeah. So anyway, Joe Coy.
Do they really hire people? Because I remember he said like, "Oh, I got this gig 7 days ago or whatever."
Yeah.
Did they really?
I don't know. I don't know if someone dropped out last minute. I would assume not. But yeah, maybe there was something behind the scenes where whoever was going to host couldn't or something.
I mean, I know that it's getting harder and harder to find people that are actually willing to host these things because you don't really get anything out of it and it's always going to be cringy.
Yeah, no matter what, it's going to be cringy. Even with the best writer, it's just cringe because it's all scripted. It's just, it's weird.
So what happened at the Golden Globes?
Pretty much as bad as it could be. I didn't watch it. I don't know if anything else happened. I saw little clips here and there of funny things, but I just want to go through the winners and see what we had going on, assuming we even know some of these things.
I haven't seen any of them.
Well, who cares? We're going to watch them all, baby.
Okay, yeah.
I'll suggest another one of in these because there's 2 I want to watch.
Yeah.
Anyway, so best animated feature film.
Boy and the Heron.
The Boy and the Heron.
I want to watch that.
Definitely need to see that.
Yeah.
Best actor in a drama. In a drama.
Best
actor in a drama.
Ramen.
A ramen drama?
Ramen movie. They have a whole section for ramen movies.
They're really big this year, man.
Yo.
Best actor in a drama. Cillian Murphy in Oppenheimer.
Okay.
Which, don't necessarily disagree with that. Yeah, best actor in a musical or comedy film was Paul Giamatti in The Holdovers, which I did watch. It's a comedy.
Okay.
Not
musical or comedy. I see.
Which is weird to put them together, but sure.
Yeah.
Which he was very good in it. I didn't watch too many comedies though, to be fair. And this one was so stupid is they have an award for cinematic and box office achievement. Literally just an award for like who made the most money, who did the best at the box office.
What?
Like why it's already gotten the award of billions of dollars. That's its award. It doesn't need another award. But obviously that went to Barbie because it made $1 billion. Barbillion.
Cha-ching.
They had to add it to the dictionary because it broke so many records.
So what's going to happen with Barbie, by the way?
Because
like everybody on Earth, or something? It was like, hey, no more Barbie because it was good. And you will ruin it.
Yeah.
But people like money.
Yes, they do.
Is there going to be a Barbie 2? Or is there going to be like well, it's not the same. It's not Barbie, but it's another property that's basically Barbie.
I'm pretty sure there were talks of just Mattel in general using other properties. I forget what all they own, but...
Yeah, at the very least, that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Anyways, we'll see.
But, I mean, obviously the reason Barbie was so good is because, well, one, just the vibe of it, like the aesthetic, like it really committed to the aesthetic of Barbie, but also obviously it had a message. It was impactful, and especially for women, and like it had more meaning to it than just being a cash grab. It just happened to make a lot of money, but it was just well crafted and funny. It was funny too.
What if they made a Toy Story movie?
Oh, I always wanted to see. I always thought that would be good. Live action?
Yeah. What about a Uno movie? What would they do for an
They did a Battleship movie.
True, but that was horrible.
And, well, I guess there's more to Battleship as well. They can have ships that battle.
Yeah.
Uno.
I could see a Hot Wheels movie popping off.
Yeah,
if they did it like...
Yeah, that'd be good.
Special. Everything else, good luck. You're going to make a Mega Bloks movie? You're going to make a Polly Pocket movie?
Ooh. Do they still make Polly Pockets?
I don't know. It seems like a choking hazard. Probably not. But imagine it's like the Barbie movie. It's just like smaller.
Yeah, just a little tinier.
Small. I mean, we already got Bratz movies, baby.
Yeah, they're killing it.
Some bangers.
I'm surprised we didn't get in on that earlier because Brad's are. Yeah. Well, we do have Barbie movies.
What was that one that we watched like 5,000 times?
Yeah. I tried to. I couldn't find a good way to get it.
Sleepover or something.
Yeah, it's like an anthology almost. They got a bunch of mini stories in there. It's good.
I remember.
Well, I don't know if it's good, but it was good. It's got one with like a chihuahua or something. I don't know.
Anyway, please continue with your Golden Globulars.
Best supporting actor in a motion picture. Robert Downey Jr. in Oppenheimer.
I would love to support him.
Right.
Wait, who? Who in Oppenheimer?
Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, okay. Why him?
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of talent in there.
Yeah, why him?
You mean out of Oppenheimer?
Yeah.
Or?
I would have given it to Safdie, maybe. I like Safdie.
He's good.
Speaking of Safdie, the Safdie brothers aren't making
any
more. What the fuck?
At least together, yeah.
Safdie brothers aren't making good movies together anymore.
They broke up.
Yeah, and it's like, those two making movies, but like, it's not going to be the same. I hope I'm wrong, but they're going to make like, I made a French, Italian art movie that's 3.5 hours long.
Yeah. Well, it's either that or we realize that one brother had all the talent and the other one just has nothing. Yes. And then it does stay the same for half of it, but the other person is just off doing.
I mean, I know Benny's a good actor, at least. So at least he can act. Continues. I don't know if he's a good director on his own. I guess we'll see.
We'll find out. But it's never fun for people to break up and go different ways. Sometimes they can work out for the better. We'll see. Maybe that means we get twice as much stuff from them.
Probably not.
True.
But maybe.
It's possible, though. Best original song was What Was I Made For by Billie Eilish and Phineas, which is from the Barbie movie. Best supporting actress in a motion picture was Divine, Joy Randolph, also from The Holdovers. What did you just send me? I don't even have Discord open on here. Hold on. The anticipation. Hold on. Downloading an update. Hold on. It's coming. Hold on. Suspense is actually eating away at me. Discord. Downloading update. Oh my gosh. Come on. Oh my god. Okay. that was worth it. Big Jam.
Big Jim.
Oh, Jim.
Big
Jim.
I was seeing what other toys Mattel makes.
I need a Big Jim movie right now.
A Big Jim.
I just need a Big Jim.
Yeah.
I like some private time with Big Jim.
Honestly, what is this? Look at this. What is happening? Is this how the gays were created? Is this
Big Josh, Big Jack?
Is this how they were made?
Jim and Big Jeff.
What is happening? Is this the origin of the gays?
This was it. People saw this and were like, I could be that.
Thank you, Mattel.
I could be Big Jeff.
Look at Big Jeff. What?
He's a cowboy. He's got like a bracer on.
He's insane. He's beautiful. What is Big Jim? I feel like I've been missing my whole life. Look, it's Dr. Steele. Oh,
man. What's going on? Why are they're like beating people up in like hardly any clothes. There's they're not even beating them. It's in French.
He's just dominating him a little bit,
He's got this like dragon tattoo on his chest. He's got a metal hand. Steel hands. Sorry, obviously. Literally. Steel. He's Dr. Steele. Damn.
Sorry. Please continue once again with your Golden Globes. I just found out about Big Jim. My life has changed.
Let me see. Other things that like we know about are best director or director of a motion picture, Christopher Nolan, Oppenheimer. My man's taking away everything.
Did you see that series of clips where Christopher Nolan he got an award for Oppenheimer at some awards that I don't even know what it was.
Oh, it popped up. I didn't watch it.
And he's like talking about like, I was on my Peloton watching, doing an exercise.
Just in itself is funny.
Yeah.
Just Christopher
and
Nolan
I hear the instructor lady talk about how she's recently saw a Christopher Nolan movie and it was 2.5 hours of her life she's never going to get back or something.
Damn. Does that motivate you or demotivate you?
I guess it motivates you because then Oppenheimer came out, but then people found the actual Peloton video of the lady saying it.
They tracked it down, the power of the internet.
And it was, she gave a pretty scathing review mid Peloton.
I love those because I've seen
class.
various Peloton clips. They just talk about whatever.
Yeah.
They're just chatting, man. Having a good time. I need one of those.
Yeah, so they found her, and then, it was a whole series of like, then she realized that he talked about her in his speech, and then it was all
full circle.
It was a whole thing.
I mean, I can't blame anybody for disliking some of his movies in the length and sometimes in the content. Like, some of it comes off as very...
Too much.
I'm so smart. Look at all these fancy things. Time and space and travel and whoa. Yeah.
You could
pretentious at times.
Christopher.
Especially something like 10. I tried to rewatch. 10 is a movie, man. It's a movie.
Anybody who's named Christopher that doesn't get called Chris.
Yeah. If you go by Christopher,
just warning lights.
Disgusting.
Warning lights, that's all.
Stay away from Christopher. Honestly, stay away from Chris, but if it's a Christopher.
Anybody who has a long name like that does not know nicknames, they're just like, nope.
Who needs that many fucking syllables?
Yeah.
That's too... basically. I waste half the time just saying your name. Hey, it's Christopher.
It's like if your name was Jonathan. And you're like, no, you will call me Jonathan. Or like, I don't know. What's another long name?
Anthony.
Yeah, you may only call me Anthony.
Yeah, 3 or more syllables. You need a nickname. If it's more than 3, and you're going by that nickname. If you don't, I'm going to call you by it. I'm going to come up with a nickname because that's too much.
Like Timothy Chalamet.
Right.
Nobody calls him Tim.
Ugh.
I mean, that's kind of gross, so I kind of get that.
Yeah, sometimes it's worse.
Sometimes I get it, bro. Stick with Timothy.
Plus, it sounds good with his whole name. But then Chris Nolan. I mean, that's kind of cool, too. It's kind of hard.
I like that. Yeah. I mean, that sounds like...
I like that.
That sounds hard, baby.
That's one hard baby.
That sounds hard.
Oh, yeah.
So is that all of the golden...
There's more, but some of them we haven't seen. Oh, and we haven't talked about it yet, obviously, but Best Actress in a Drama Motion Picture was Lily Gladstone in Killers of the Flower Moon.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, everything else is stuff we haven't seen yet, but I do plan to watch, such as things from Poor Things, from the movie Beef. I mean, not movie, the TV show Beef, and The Bear, which I want to watch The Bear as well.
The Bear,
that cooking show.
It's a cooking show called The Bear.
The Bear, yeah. Apparently it's like fantastic. I don't really want to see it.
What is it? Sell it.
I haven't seen it. What do you mean?
It's a cooking show called The Bear. Well, what is it? What is it about? Why is it called The Bear?
I haven't seen this shit.
Okay, well, then look it up. And
a brilliant young chef from the fine dining world is forced to return home to run his local family sandwich shop. The original beef of... Where does it go? After heartbreaking death of the soul-crushing rally, small business, strong-willed... What is that word? Recalcitrant? Recalcitrant? What is that word? Recalcitrant. Having an... Even the definition's hard!
Obstinately.
Having an obstinately uncooperative attitude toward authority or discipline. Good Lord. Did that sell it?
Yeah, I mean, they use big words, so it must be good.
That's what I'm saying. But it's got Jeremy Allen White, who's popping up all over the place. And he was in that Calvin Klein ad. He was popping up all over the place in that ad. Let me tell you. Oh, God.
Chill, Tyler.
Whoa.
Chill.
And he's in that wrestling movie. Oh, buff look. Oh, we're going to watch that. I'm going to watch that next. I don't know about you. I'm watching that next.
You know who's been popping up everywhere? Jessie Plemons.
Yeah.
He's everywhere all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, hell yeah, baby.
But yeah, he's in a lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff we've been recently watching. He's there.
Yeah. Because he was also, I watched the show, Love and Death. That's what it's called. I watched Love and Death. He's in that. He's like one of the main 2 leads. Elizabeth Olsen. And then obviously he's in Breaking Bad. He was in a lot of stuff.
Hell yeah.
And he's good. He's a good actor. Good range. He always plays like different kinds of people.
He's good, and he's always kind of a weirdo, which I like. He's I like a weirdo because he's in the trailer for the Civil War movie.
Oh, right. Yeah,
Alex Garland or whatever, and he's in.
Yes, he is,
and other things. Yeah.
And isn't he? Is he married or just Yeah, I think he's married, right?
What does it matter if he's married?
To Kirsten Dunst. I was just saying who he's married to, but
Kirsten Dunst?
Kirsten Dunst.
Who's Kirsten Dunst?
Kristen Dunst.
Is this an alternate universe? Yeah. And he's married.
It's a Mandela effect, man.
It's a mandala effect. God.
I apologize to Kirsten. If you're watching, Kirsten, my apologies. It happens to the best of us and the worst of us.
Where's she been? I mean, she's chilling, I guess.
Yeah, she's just chilling. Whatever.
She's in Civil War. That's right.
Oh, is she also?
Yeah.
Oh,
she's the maybe main reporter lady.
There you go.
So she and Jessie is in there.
There you go. Like, I mean, yeah, you just said they were.
That's not fair.
You can't do that.
You can't have both people.
What? That's disgusting. They're gonna kiss or something? Ew.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch that. Ew.
That's messed up, man.
That's messed up.
You know what I'm excited for?
What are you excited for?
Madam Web.
In like an ironic way, or are you actually like, hell yeah, Madam Web?
Both.
Okay.
Because,
why?
Okay.
You were dunking on it before.
But, okay, listen, I'm going to continue to dunk on it. But, okay, so 2 whatever years ago, Morbius comes out. And it's like, wow, this is a stinky. This is a stinky. Wow.
Big.
And it's like, where did this come from? How did this happen? But it's rare now to actually see it crystallizing and seeing it form before our eyes.
Right.
It's like, now we know it's coming and we're just waiting for it. And we know that there's going to be a big stinky. There's going to be a big one.
I'm clearing the sinuses out to sniff that bad boy.
I'm excited for that.
Okay.
It's going to be whack. And
I mean, I feel like we knew Morbius was going to be bad. But yeah, we didn't think it was going to be...
It was going to be bad.
It's iconic.
Because they keep releasing more stuff. I'm like, wow, that looks really bad.
That looks bad.
They released their outfits and it looks like a CW show, but worse somehow.
Yeah. It's going to be great. I want them to pull the wool up. I want them to... I want it to be not bad.
You want to know an interesting fact?
All right.
In 2021, Kirsten Dunst played in a movie called The Power of the Dog, which is the last thing she was in. And guess who was also in that movie with her? Jessie freaking Plemons.
Is that where they met?
I don't know. I think she just decided, like, okay, I'm only going to act if my husband comes too.
Wow. That's so sweet. That's actually really cute. I like that.
It is. It is kind of weird.
Yeah.
She's like, nope, I'm not going unless my boy comes with me.
And is it her decision or is he like, come on, babe,
I don't know.
Please,
who do you think has more star power at this point?
I feel like more people, if they saw her, would recognize, like, that's Kirsten Dunst. I feel like if people saw Jessie Plemons, they wouldn't be like, oh, that's Jessie Plemons. They'd be like, oh, I feel like I've seen him somewhere.
That's Matt Damon, man.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like he would ring a vague bell for them, but not like, oh, that's that guy from those things that I love. That's his name, blah, blah, blah. But we're definitely crossing the line. We're definitely going into, it's almost Jessie time because, he's, like we said, in a lot of stuff, committing to the role.
Honestly, I like anybody whose last name has lemons in it.
It's a pretty solid name, Plemons. Like, just add a letter to Papples.
Yeah.
Bananas.
I'm down for it. I'm a fan. If you got a fruit in your last name, enjoy.
Yeah, like a little zest, like some citrus.
Right.
You got it. Just want to squeeze the talent out of him. Juice
exactly.
I want to juice Jessie. One other thing I got to bring up because it'll come into play later. It'll be relevant. Is a question.
Hit me.
Do you?
Yes.
Do you watch or enjoy or what is your nothing?
No.
I don't watch or enjoy.
I don't do
eyes
either.
closed. No, nothing.
Every time you tell me to watch a movie, eyes closed, ears closed.
And then you just talk about it. What's your opinion? What's your opinion on ASMR? Are you doing some ASMR?
I think it has... Okay, I think it's fine. I don't really watch it. When it comes up, I'm like, oh, that's nice.
Right.
That's nice.
Okay.
I don't like at the beginning when ASMR was first becoming a thing.
Okay.
They were acting like it was this thing you had to have.
Uh-huh.
Like, oh, you have to have ASMR. Like, it's something you have to. If you
were
either
born
have it,
with it,
or yes, you either have it or you don't.
Right.
And if you have it, then when you hear these noises, you'll get these special brain tingles. And if you don't have it, then you won't. And you're special if you have the ASMR.
Yeah, it's like a very special club for only the gifted children.
But that kind of went away, and now it's just like nice sounds. That sound good. And like, okay, I'm totally fine with that. Doesn't feel as stupid to me. But I don't just like put it on and like. Yeah, like, I don't just sit there and listen. I
have it cranked up in my car.
Yeah, I mean,
that is my soundtrack to life.
Sometimes I'll be TikToking and there'll be something that's like, oh, that sounds cool. Oh, yeah, that's cool, and then I keep going. Or I mean, I don't know if I've ever liked. I mean,
okay.
I don't know what you're supposed to do. Are you supposed to put it on for sleep? What are you supposed to do?
I'm doing this wrong.
How do I enjoy it? When am I supposed to listen to it? Huh?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's not for everyone. I'm the opposite. I listen to it a lot. All the time. Constantly. I have it on in the background a lot.
Really? Mm-hmm. What does that mean, have it on in the background a lot?
Like while I'm working. I don't have music. I just have ASMR stuff. What? I don't know. Various things. I mean, there's obviously a big range. I don't like some of the stuff that's like not inherently sexual, but kind of comes off as sexual. There's like ear licking and weird stuff. Like I don't need that.
But okay.
Certain sounds, just like, it's just calming. You know, it's just soothing. Because I want noise, but nothing like too distracting. Sometimes I have music, but I don't know. I just put it on while I work. It's just kind of just to keep my ears entertained, and it relaxes me. It does soothe me. Some people might find the certain sounds, mouth sounds or whatever, to be like cringy. You
do
or
mouth
nasty.
Sounds?
Depending. I am one of the gifted individuals sometimes that gets the tingles, baby.
Everybody gets the tingles.
It's true. But yeah, I don't know. I like it. It's it's been years that I started getting into it, and I recently just got back into it. Not recently, like a year ago, got back into it. And I have like 2 YouTube channels. I don't know if you have it, where it's like you have your kind of like your YouTube, and then like your Google account also has its own YouTube. So I kind of, that second one, since I don't actually use it for anything, is just like ASMR, because I don't need it ruining my recommended. True. So that's just strictly ASMR now. And yeah, I don't know. There's certain creators that I like. I like either their voice or the sounds that they do. There's one thing I found recently. There's something called anticipatory triggers, where it's like they're gonna do something. Like they don't, like tapping is good. I like tapping on certain objects. I'm gonna like they almost do it, and then like that.
So you have to watch it. You have to be watching it.
Yeah, I don't always watch it. I'll just have it audio. But yeah, for that you do have to actively be.
Are you sure this isn't sexual?
It can be. It's kind of like edging.
It feels like it's subconscious.
That's why sexual. I like it, baby. Okay. No, maybe. But also light triggers. They just have like a flashlight and like do things like the difference, I guess, in
triggers?
Light and dark. That's what it's called, light triggers. Like they'll say follow light.
Well, that's not ASMR anymore.
But it's part of it. It's ASMR. It's all encompassing.
Well, you just shine a flashlight at the lens, and that's a trigger.
Don't ASMR. I'm so relaxed.
I'm tingling right now. My ears are tingling from that light.
Dude, I don't know. And there's this one dude where it's like not even ASMR, but it's like where it's like really like you're in this place. It's all around you.
Yeah,
it's like the mixing is so cool.
Yeah, I
don't know. It's just fun. That. I like it. I watch it a lot.
I feel like you've actively made me hate it more. All the stuff you've described.
I'm gatekeeping, so get out.
Well, no, I mean, I don't know. Send me some bangers, and I'll try.
Well, because like I said, I mean, there's a lot of different.
Because I know what you're saying. I mean, like normally I do that with like I put like rain sounds on or something. Right? Mm-hmm. So like I understand having just some noise stuff going in the background, but everything I've seen is like should be going. All right, guys, we're gonna do some of this now. All right, everybody.
And I do like that stuff.
But it's just like, but I don't know. It's just like,
yeah.
I can't imagine listening to that for 2 hours of them just talking about this random shit and like keep changing. If it was just an hour of somebody doing the same thing, I'd be like, all right, cool. Or like some things like that. But it's like, oh, it's 5 minutes. And they take out the next thing and it's like, I'm like, okay, now I got to turn it off.
Because I've listened to so much, I've found the things I like and I don't like. I definitely like certain sounds or triggers or whatever. And certain creators kind of, some of them have typical things that they do. So it's like, I know I'm safe here because they're not going to pull out some weird stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. I bring it up because it gives me the tingles. It relaxes me. And just...
Well, send me some bangers, man.
Okay, let's find some bangers.
Send me some bangers. I'll give you a review.
Okay.
I'll give we'll do
I want to go in a room with you. I want to lay down, like head, like facing opposite ways, head where your head's here, facing that way. Just our ears are almost touching. We're sharing an AirPod, and we just.
Okay.
I was bros bonding.
You had me going. I was in.
No, I'll send you some. There's some good ones. Even if you don't like it, I think you could appreciate. You could understand why I would like it.
You make an ASMR video where you're just on the couch.
I don't think I could do that.
And you're just eating Cheetos, and you're like,
everything can be. There's even people. There's like Let's Plays that are just like they just whisper the whole thing. It's just real quiet, just like casual. So
yeah,
I'm
fine with that.
There's things like that too. Like I said, there's something for everybody. It's not always the weird. That's the most popular, probably the most common, but there is something for just about everything. If you like cooking, there's probably ASMR cooking stuff, whatever.
True.
People reading a book to you, but just like, whispering.
Yeah.
So anything you do like, there's probably an ASMR equivalent to it. Anyway, so we're going to go relax. I'm going to go give Tony some tingles. Not ASMR, but I'll give him some tingles. I'll find a way. In our break here. ASMR. Which we will record this time. Break time, everybody. Welcome to the intermission.
The interest of mission.
As always. Yeah. You know what it is. We pick a brand. Sorry, we don't pick a brand. We're sponsored by a brand. We're contacted by a brand. Sorry.
Really
brand picks us. Brand picks us. Yeah. And we just write them a little jingle because we work real hard on them. So I'll take this. Yeah. So today's sponsor is Simply. They make lemonades and limeades and apple juice. And they're really delicious. It's one of the best lemonades and stuff there is.
Okay.
It's off. Here we go. No, stop!
Bro, Simply is firing us right now. I'm ready.
Keep beating. I'm just trying to find the notes I want. Okay, here we go. For real, though.
Okay. I still don't... What is the beat?
Are you... What? I'm literally bouncing... I was adding a little swing the first time.
Simply, you bring me all the AIDS.
What'd you say?
You give me all the AIDS.
What is that? Okay. That's the whole jingle.
I was going to keep
going. They can't market that.
The lemonade, limeade.
They can't market that one.
Why not?
I love the build-up to that.
Just got to put the subtitle. Spell it right. That's all. It's like Kool-Aid.
Well, thank you, Simply, for all the AIDS growing up.
Thank you for all the AIDS.
Let's get back to it, please. Welcome back, everybody. That was pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good.
So what is it now? What are we doing?
Okay. I don't know. Snacky. It's time for snackies. It's time for snack time. It's time for werewolf.
It's time for werewolf.
Worldwide yummies. Worldwide wummies. I don't know. What you got?
Treats.
I'll tell you what. Next time, put together a list like you did for the podcast names.
Oh, okay.
Of names for our snack time. But anyway.
Snack time for now. It's snack time.
So first of all, Tyler.
Whoa.
You feel something weird?
Maybe.
Oh, I think it's a ghost of Christmas past because we have a bonus.
Oh.
We have a bonus fruity time.
A bonus fruity time.
We have to, because my sister bought me some fruity time after the. You understand?
Yeah.
So I got
Pokemon Betty Crocker.
Yeah.
Okay.
But now we can test the actual Betty Crockerness, and we can test if shapes actually do affect flavor, because...
Also, I feel like there's not very many yellow fruit snacks. So Pikachu, hey.
True.
We'll take that.
So we'll see. It's a bonus. It's a bonus fruity time, but we do have our other stuff as well.
I'm going to grab something too real quick then. Not really fruit, but kind of counts. I got these Wonka ones that my mom got me.
Was it also for fruity time?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Wonka Magic Hat Gummies. Turns your tongue blue.
But then they're going to know that when we record the second podcast on the same day, because my tongue's going to be blue. But yeah, take out the shirt.
That's just, he has a hideous disease.
I got to say, the Pokemon ones, I like the wrapper. It's got big art on it.
Yeah.
I like it. Okay.
Mine's got Charmander.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cute.
Charmander and Pika.
I mean, they feel like Betty Crocker.
Good old Betty.
They got that nice sticky quality. I don't even have any reds in here.
That's a Charmander. Got Charmander. I assume this is.
What is this? It's a spider. What's the spider?
That's Pikachu. Why is Pikachu? That's Pikachu, right? Why is he red? Who's this then? Oh, there's just two different Pikachus.
Who's the orange one?
That's Charmander.
Oh,
he's like with his
that's
tail.
Weird. I think mine's head is a little bit missing. Yeah, that's Betty.
Yeah, same consistency. Ew. I really like the yellow one.
I like the shapes.
Squirtle's okay.
Oh God. I gotta say, I'm happy that we're stopping fruity time. I'm looking forward to getting some different flavor profiles.
Orange is good. The rest of them, not so much.
All right, let's see your Wonka.
These are good. I like these.
What are
They're
they?
more of like gummies than fruit snacks, but you know, same family.
They have juice in there. This is just like a gusher, but
a little less
softer.
messy. Yeah. Less sticky.
That's weird. So they all have different flavors, but they all turn your tongue blue.
That's Wonka for you, baby.
Oh, God. What is that? There's too much flavor. Fill the air, Tyler. I'm chewing.
Okay. So that, I guess, marks the end of Fruity Time officially, unless, again, we might come back if we find a way to obtain, or maybe down the road we'll try to obtain the actual original Scooby-Doo fruit snacks, which is why we started this whole thing anyway. If you watch the first episode, we bring them up and we make a joke of how those were the best ones. Nothing could live up to that. So let's just, let's actually do it, man. Let's try them. Let's try fruit snacks. And so we did. We did, in fact, try all.
We tried all
every single one.
Gone. They're done.
Every single one. So now we're moving on to more variety.
I do have a little small one today because I knew we're gonna have the bonus, so I don't want to do too much. So this and the next episode is gonna be snacks from Turkey, Turkish stuff.
Turkish snacks.
And you get these packs a lot of the time of stuff. They have a little explanation of what stuff is.
Oh, very nice.
You can know what things are, but I think we should read it after we eat it.
Okay. Go in blind?
Yes. So the first one we have here, it's the best name.
Okay.
Try to hit you with the good names.
All right.
The Shoogy Boom.
That dude's going crazy on the cover.
We're gonna
Shoogy
pop.
Boom.
So this is cola flavored popping candy.
Okay, so like Pop Rocks?
I guess, but Coke flavor. So it's not always gonna be candy. There's gonna be some like snacks and like weird stuff mixed in, of course.
Right.
But yeah, I won't just.
Well, this will be good for ASMR, dude.
Exactly.
It's all tied together.
Pop Rocks ASMR.
Probably, yeah.
I hate it.
Just I can't imitate that sound with my mouth. But
take some Shoogy Boom.
All right.
Ready for the Shoogy Boom experience?
I don't think I've ever been more ready for something in my entire life than the Shoogy Boom experience.
God.
All right.
Send it, baby.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go for it. Oh yeah.
It's Pop Rock. With a weird cola flavor.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it does kind of taste like cola. I'm not mad about that. It's not like overly sweet or anything either.
Yeah. It's less sweet than Pop Rocks.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't mind that at all.
I mean, I don't know about that face.
Yeah, he's having a good time.
But it's pretty good. Shoogy boom.
We just got Shoogy boomed.
Right,
Shoogy boomed.
Let me get the little thingy here if I can
Yeah.
find it. Shoogy, this candy has a surprise waiting for you. As soon as touching your mouth, this candy does not stand your energy. Okay. I didn't realize it was going to be broken English. It makes it a lot better. Okay. This candy has a surprise waiting for you. As soon as touching your mouth, this candy does not stand your energy and starts to explode one by one. Simply try and find out yourself.
Replace the word candy, and that could be a something real sexual.
Does not stand your energy and starts to explode. Great start. It's going to make it a lot better. Stupid explanation.
Are we just like recommend, not recommend? How are we?
Yeah. I don't think we need to rate it.
Yeah, because everything's going to be completely unrelated to each other. But, I mean.
I say we call it either a banger or a hanger.
Danger. Banger? Yeah, ain't nothing really.
Yummy or dummy? Or what?
Tasty?
Wasty.
Mm.
Oh, that's wasty.
Eat it, beat it.
Is it a taste or is it a waste?
Okay,
That's pretty good.
I like that.
Because should you taste it or should you waste it? And if you waste it, then we have to throw the rest in the trash.
Yeah. Well,
on camera.
That for sure.
That's a taste.
That's a taste. The Shoogy boom or taste it.
The Shoogy boom.
The Shoogy boom I would taste for sure. Shoogy boom.
Is Shoogy supposed to be like a play on sugar, like
yeah, it's a burst of sugar.
I don't know, but I like it.
What's your favorite kind of cookies? I love them Shoogy cookies.
Shoogy. I love
Shoogy cookie. It rhymes better. I like it. All right, well that's our first snack time. But now we get into something that will never change. Well, at least hasn't changed so far. Movie time. So finally, after our third episode.
It's been not only 3 episodes, it's been like we've had both missed weeks.
Yeah, so it's been a month.
Yeah.
Or maybe even a little bit more since I've recommended them. But we're finally discussing Nimona and Suzume, 2 different animated movies. We did a double feature, and we are here to discuss. I want to do a 3, 2, 1, and then say which one you preferred between the 2.
Okay.
Or I'll do a 3, 2, 1. Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I
know what you mean. Come on, dude.
I'll just say we know.
Maybe you have to explain to some random guy. Explain to me.
We're gonna do a 3. Like I'm gonna count. Start at 3. Go down to 1.
Down. And then what?
Then I think like where normally I would say like 0, but instead of saying 0, I'm gonna say.
Yeah, but where in the count do I say mine?
At the same time, so it'll be
3?
No.
When are you gonna say yours?
I'm gonna say mine before 3. So I'm gonna say mine,
and
3,
3, 2, 1.
2. You say yours. Then I say 1.
What's the countdown for?
And then we Shoogy boom. It's just for fun. Yeah.
Okay.
So 3, 2, 1.
Suzume.
Okay.
Amazing.
Cool. So do you want? What would you like to start with then? You want to start
Probably
with?
Nimona. Okay. Because that's the first one. I watched that one first.
Okay. I watched them the other order.
Too bad. I run the show.
You're right. To give the summary, I think I just pulled it from IMDb. When a knight in a futuristic medieval world is framed for a crime he didn't commit, the only one who can help prove his innocence is Nimona, a mischievous teen who happens to be a shape-shifting creature he's sworn to destroy. So that's kind of where we're going. We're following 2 people trying to prove his innocence in this murder he was framed for. Which, first, I found the setting to be very interesting. I've never seen future and medieval combined.
Yeah, I don't feel like they did enough with that. I feel like they just did it to do it. Like, what if we did this, but they didn't actually use it?
Yeah, it was just like medieval, and then like, oh, there's a car.
Like outside of like one scene, yeah, it could have just been medieval.
They definitely didn't go hard enough with it.
With the future.
The technology didn't play a major role other than maybe 1 or 2 things. Yeah. But yeah. Oh, hello. Isaac would like to weigh in.
It was a very good kids movie.
I can agree with that. One of my notes is just that I found Nimona to be a bit too annoying, like just too childish. Like it did come off as like wacky kid humor, like, oh, now I'm a shark.
Yeah.
Wow. You know.
Yes.
And like it's cute, but
yes,
it wasn't like funny to me or like entertaining to me. I did appreciate the animation and the style. And
yes.
Pretty much anytime it was a little more actiony or there was a lot going on, like I was more invested in enjoying it. And obviously, like I said, the animation style was very unique, but
like at first 15 minutes, 20 minutes, I'm like, hell yeah.
Right.
We're going. First we get in there, weird setting, got some gay boys kissing and stuff. I'm like,
hell yeah, I'm in, man.
Freaky. Sure, man. Why not? We don't.
Wait, what's freaky about two gay boys kissing?
Well, because we don't see gay male protagonists in animation or movies in general. Like, the gay stuff is going more into movies, but it's rare when they do men.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
It's my personal thing. People can disagree with me, but I think you see like lesbian representation way more because I think it offends the old white men less because they're like, oh yeah, I could watch two girls kissing, but watching
especially
two boys kissing,
in an animated movie that is, I think it's PG, like it, or maybe even G, like it's rated for kids. Like kids are likely watching this movie.
So I'm like, hell yeah, on that. Sure, I like it.
And then, it's also not like, look, it's two guys kissing.
It's just a part of the story. Yeah, nobody's like talking about it like it's weird, which is amazing.
Right.
Perfect. Wonderful start.
Definitely.
And then when he first meets Nimona and she's being a little freak, and I'm like, nice. They put some wacky animation when she's like, her eyes are doing all weird. She's doing weird stuff with her face. I'm like, okay, this is weird. And then she says like, oh, I bet you were expecting this, but it's not that kind of story. I'm like, yo, but then it turns out it was that kind of story. Basically. It literally was. It's like, you were probably expecting a happily ever after, but no, it is going to happen just later. Like, everything resolves. Everything's perfect at the end.
Pretty much plays out, and there was no shocking moments or anything, really.
Yeah.
I was pretty in it up until... Because, like, he meets her, and then they, like, are breaking out of the castle and stuff, and she's, like, you know, going through a bunch of different animals. She's shape-shifting a bunch, and there's people getting attacked. Like, a lot's happening. Yeah. It's very cool. And even leading up to that, where he's, like, walking, he's, like, sneaking through the castle to not alert the guards, and she's just, like, kind of, like, walking and, like, knocking shit over. Like, she doesn't care. Like, it was funny. It's like, okay, that's cute. But then after all that resolves, and they're back at his little... where he's hanging out, and then they're just, like, having a conversation, and then it's just like, I'm Nimona, I'm wacky, I can... transform, and it's so funny. And then I'm just like, okay, I mean, I get it, but starting to lose me at that point.
It was okay. I bet you weren't expecting. You really caught me off guard. The twist,
dude. Of the reveal.
Well, depends what we're talking about.
Okay.
My twist, which was ironic, not a real twist.
Yeah.
The crazy, insane idea for a kids movie where the main characters have a fight.
Oh,
right in the second and third act.
I can't believe it. Right them.
And then
that's revolutionary.
They resolve in the climax.
I can't believe they would do that.
That's insane.
I mean, it's definitely by the books in that regard.
Yeah, and like the whole movie is just communication shit. Like they could have solved in 5 minutes if they just would have talked. Like why couldn't he just talk to the what? They just. Because the plot says they can't talk, I guess.
Yeah.
So much stuff could have been solved if the main character guy would have just told everybody exactly what's going on. If he would have told Nimona, like, hey, that guy, yeah, I'm gay with him. We kiss each other and we like each other.
Yeah.
If he would have just said that, so much stuff would have been resolved. So it's just like, so there's like good stuff, but then it's like, we got to put it in this ball of make sure it's digestible for 5-year-olds.
Right.
And I think that's probably what hurts it the most.
Yeah, the audience that's going for it definitely brought it down a lot.
Which you can do both. It's just very hard and it's very risky. So I would imagine that the people who were making this movie did not want to make it into this ball for 5-year-olds. They wanted to kind of do some wacky stuff. But then the people above them were like, oh, no. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Audiences like when this happened.
It's tried and true through other movies. Right. We can do exactly what they did and it'll win. It'll do so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely bothered me, but...
There's cool stuff, though.
There was. Because, I mean, I definitely... Like, the whole third act, I really enjoyed of... Well, I also liked when they first go into her backstory and the way it's like shown, like they're on the subway and then like the tile, like the wall of the subway starts turning into her backstory. Like in terms of like just all the little things, there's always a lot of like even background characters are like doing something interesting. Visually, or like
was nice.
There's just a lot of added flair that they didn't need to do, but they do. So the animators, great. I was more intrigued by what visually was happening.
Monster design at the end was like,
right,
so
exactly. Cool. It's just what they're saying and their motives for what's happening was distracting me, to say the least. But I did like the third act. I liked spoilers, I guess, for Nimona. We'll get into the second half of this movie here. So spoilers for Nimona. But I did like the whole final section of, her turning into this big monster and the reveal that, she and the whatever the woman's name was, as kids, like they were friends, and then there was issues, and then she was treated like a monster by the village, which I don't know why the little girl immediately like was against her just after one little tiny incident.
Because plot.
Yeah, exactly. So that was annoying to me because it made no sense. I mean, they're children, but like
they were so friends and so nice to each other, and then just like
makes one little mistake.
Get out of here.
And then, the whole entire village is against her, and now we're going to build a wall, and you're not allowed over here anymore. Yep. And now I'm the warrior that's going to make sure you never come back. Like, okay.
Why? The little girl. Like,
we were best friends.
Yeah.
But after that, it was all good. She turned a big monster, and it's like sick. It's like a kaiju battle, baby. She's breaking shit. It's yeah. And then I feel like the emotional bit was done well. Yeah. I like that. She's about to just off herself, basically, have the statue.
that was fucked up.
Yeah, it's a little like,
nice,
a little sad for a kids movie. Damn. But then the guy, which let me get everyone's names here: Ballister Boldheart, and his boyfriend, his lover, or whatever, is Ambrosius Goldenloin. That's a name. That's sick. But he like stops her. He's like, no. And it's pretty emotional. It's good. Like all that was done very well. And then she like turns into a phoenix and saves the day because the director's trying to just blow up the whole town, basically. Yep. She's just going to kill everyone in order to take out Nimona. And Nimona's like, nah.
And I thought they actually killed her. Would have been nice. Would have been cool. But nope. Had to be that kind of story.
Right.
Where everything's perfect at the end. Everything that we ever wanted come true.
Yeah. I mean, again, like you said, there might have been outside sources telling them, like, oh,
probably
gotta follow these.
I wouldn't be surprised if the ending
beats
had her not living anymore or something like that.
And
then she's like, no, we can't have her die. We can't have her. Because here's the other thing. I can't remember what happens. But like, if they would have just shown some little tiny thing of like, oh, she's actually alive,
Right.
It would have been fine. But that's not what happened.
Not just like,
yeah,
she's here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just because we don't see her, right? It's just like her voice or something. I can't remember if we actually see her, but regardless, she's definitely confirmed alive.
Yes. It's
but
not
just
a
like
question.
Yeah, if it was left in the air, if like she might be.
I want a prisoner's whistle
where you have to you can assume this is how it goes. We don't know for sure.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah, because other than that, it's just like the tropes. Yeah, it's these two that have been cast off by society. They gotta prove everyone wrong that we actually are good. Yeah, outcasts. And we're from villains to heroes, baby. We say now we're loved. I mean, not that you can't follow tropes, but
now we're in love.
And now maybe I said now we're loved.
Oh,
like
okay.
Yeah,
they
don't kiss.
No, I think we watched it.
Yeah, I found it weird that they decided that he wouldn't be gay again at the end. It's a very strange decision. God. No, now we are loved is what I meant to say. I don't know what came out of my mouth. But.
Yeah, basically. I mean, I will say the movie also had some bangers in it. Some bangers.
Yeah.
Had that song from Kick-Ass.
Yeah, which I made a point of that because also Nimona's played by Chloe Grace Moretz, right? Is that her name? And she's something also in Kick-Ass. And it's her scene where that song comes on. Yep. So I was like, whoa, they got this song sick. In 2 movies that she's in? And
they played that song twice, too. They played the slow... Na, 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 na. And then they did the punky version. Yeah. They also played a song that I really like by Metric called Gold Guns Girls, Gold Guns Girls, I think.
Okay.
In the movie, and I liked the song a lot. And I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah, it was good soundtrack, and I liked when they're starting to figure things out and blame the director or whatever, and they're just like dancing. It's just like a montage of things happening and they're dancing.
for all of this.
True. The direct, yeah. Maybe it's like a meta commentary on how the director kind of ruins everything.
True.
There's another level to it.
Because
the director messes up everything.
Reframing everything. They have good intentions to a degree, but they misunderstand the intentions of the monster, which is the art wanting to speak.
Oh my God.
Oh, and in trying to...
This is a masterpiece. Oh.
Nimona Lisa.
Oh, that's art.
Yeah.
That's art.
That is art.
That's art. Hey, that's art. I also do like the scene of where they're tricking the director, where like she shapeshifts into Advantageous.
Yeah.
To trick the director, because I don't think I caught on. Right. Obviously, you catch on by the end of the scene, but it definitely took a while for me to catch on. I was like, oh, okay. I didn't see that coming. That was good.
There was all good elements in there. Like I said, it was just the box.
Yeah.
It was just the box.
Right. But if you got kids, they probably really like it. It's a feast for the eye still.
Well, did you know that Troy Quane, one of the directors, also directed The Smurfs: A Christmas Carol?
Obviously. I follow him.
But hey, all of his movies are going up. So theoretically, his next movie should be a banger. Nimona 2.
Heck yeah.
Pneumonia.
What do you rate this one?
7.
Yeah, I think I gave it a 7 as well.
I don't know, bro. Like, it's fine, it's good, but like, it's the box. Yeah,
definitely some fun moments. Animation's great, music's good, but yeah, just the box that it's in. Everything holding it together is a little weak. So anyway, that's Nimona. I still recommend watch it, especially like I think it's a fun movie. It's not bad. It's just
it's not. It doesn't hurt you. It doesn't hurt me.
Right.
That's Nimona.
Now we move on to the second part of the double feature, which is Suzume. Which, for those of you that aren't aware, I forget the dude's name. Makoto Shinkai. He also did, at least two most recently, are
Weathering with You, Your Name,
yeah.
5 centimeters per second, Garden of Words.
Yeah.
The list goes on.
The list goes on and on.
Beautiful animation, wow
basically.
Stuff. Isn't
Yeah. So I feel like most, if not everyone, has at least heard of Your Name. If you haven't, or if you haven't seen it, you at least know what it is, probably because it was super popular. And then Weathering with You came out after that, and now this is.
Have
the
you
most
seen Weathering with You?
I have seen Weathering with You.
I have not.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna ask. It's the one I've only seen it once, and I haven't seen it in a while. But so since I've seen the 3, in terms of Your Name, Weathering with You, and Suzume, I'd have to rewatch Weathering with You. I'm not sure. Right now, I have both of them at the same, Suzume and Weathering with You at the same level.
And Your Name above them.
Yes, Your Name above them. But because when I was rating this one, just given all the context, I had to move Your Name up. I think Your Name is a 10 for me.
A 10?
I think it's a 10 out of 10 for me. I rewatched it.
A 10?
I've seen it 3 times.
A 10?
It's one of my favorites.
Okay.
I really enjoy it. It was an 8. And then I moved it up, and I was like, I don't know. Like, it's one of my favorite
10.
animated films. Yeah. In terms of animated, like, it just gives me all the feelings.
Yeah, but it's so cheesy.
It is.
It's the
and
cheesy
that's fine.
Mess sometimes.
It is
That's
cheesy.
A 10?
A 10.
Okay. Fair
I'll
enough.
die on that hill, baby.
Fair
I
enough.
love Your Name. It's good because it gives me the emotions. Rarely, like, it hits you. It hits you in all the right ways. And the music, I really love the music. The music really holds together. Which is why tying back into the ASMR stuff is something else that gives me the same feeling, or chills, is music. Certain songs will give me that, like, that wave. And that's, I need to rewatch Weathering with You, but Weathering with You has a moment dealing with clouds. I won't spoil anything, but there's a moment, and this song hits during this moment, and it's just, it's this moment. It's so good. It gives me chills listening to it or watching it. It's so good. And there's some good music in this as well, because it's also Rad Wimps. Rad Wimps does a great job, but this movie didn't have one of those quite to that level moments in terms of the music. So music being a big factor, I might put Weathering with You above it, but I have to rewatch it. I don't know. But in terms of the 3, Your Name's definitely on top, but they're all very good. I enjoyed all of them. They're all beautiful.
I'm reeling. I'm trying to think of what other anime movies you've seen, because I don't think you put any other anime movies at a 10.
No, well, right now I only have like 10 movies out of 10, so I'm still in my era of going through things and adjusting my ratings. But
have you seen A Silent Voice?
No,
because I would put that above Your Name.
Okay.
which I think
I actually own it. I haven't watched it yet. And I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. I haven't seen yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
I have to rewatch it. But A Girl Who Leapt Through Time.
Yeah.
Perfect Blue was really good. I gave that a 9. Like, Paprika and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it doesn't have its flaw. I am fully aware it's very cheese cornball.
Yeah.
But like,
I mean, I get
right
emotions too. Of course, it's emotional and it's good, and the music is good and it's beautiful But yeah, I think almost part of it. I think these two movies, even though I haven't seen Weathering with You, almost cheapens Your Name for me.
Okay.
Which it probably should do the opposite. But it feels like the man just keeps doing the same shit.
Yeah, well, that's...
Yeah,
I think for me, it's having the opposite effect where it's like, this seems like just another Your Name, but Your Name...
Yeah, but he was already doing it before Your Name. Yeah. Which I guess you haven't seen stuff before that.
Yeah, I started with Your Name.
Yeah, so... Yeah, I don't know.
Because, there's definitely a certain vibe. He keeps making,
very... Not Disney, but just kind of the same... rainbowy, sugary romance stuff.
Right.
With some random weird, element to it. Some little quirk that's going on.
He's definitely found his
yeah, but that's lame as fuck.
Blueprint.
Bring me some new stuff. I don't want to expect this stuff to happen.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah. I get it. Like, I'm sure the next one, I feel like they'll progressively get... Not necessarily worse, but just more.
It's already like that. I mean, the same shit happens in Suzume. Spoilers already. The ending is basically the same as Your Name, kinda. Right. Just what's the man doing? What's he doing?
Well, because Your Name was such a success that he's like, all right, just do it again.
Basically.
And they all, they didn't never reach that level, but they've all been well received and get good ratings and stuff. So unfortunately. That's just what it is.
Maybe I'm just getting old.
Maybe.
I'm like, why did we just make something different, dude?
Yeah.
You get it.
I get it.
You get it. Anyways, talk about the movie, it was good.
Yeah, it was good. I had a good time. Again, both of these movies were very beautifully animated in completely different ways, completely different styles, which I thought is cool that they were so distinctly different. But yeah, obviously beautiful movie.
It felt like a adventure.
Yeah.
Felt like I was like an episodic thing, which is nice to a degree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like how it gave... Well, first, the pacing, it gets right into it. I was rewatching, and within 5 minutes, you're in front of one of the doors. 5 minutes in the movie, you're in front of one of the doors. Yeah. By 10 minutes in, we already got, the worm thing on screen.
The pacing is weird, because they had to do that because of how much bullshit they put in.
It's true, yeah.
Because I was thinking about this when they saved Tokyo.
Right.
That would have been the climax of any other movie.
Yeah.
That would have been the end. But that was the halfway point, basically.
Yeah.
There was another hour.
The second
after
half
that.
Definitely.
Just what
drags.
Where are you gonna go after that?
Or maybe the first half was too quick. One or the other.
You could have split that up into two movies.
Yeah.
Literally. Of the second movie is about getting our mans back.
Right. But in general, it was good for me because I liked, like I said, it's been a while since I've had just that whimsy adventure movie. I haven't watched one in a while, so it was very good. And I did even though the pacing was weird and fast paced, it did still give the characters time to kind of breathe and just some silly hijinks of them just hanging out and laughing, doing silly things. Also, I didn't watch the trailer for the movie. I just knew, it was by the same person and that sort of thing. So I knew I was going to watch it. So I just skipped the trailer. So I don't know what it shows in the trailer, but I did not know the guy gets turned into a chair, and I thought that was pretty random.
Yeah,
I thought that was funny.
I wrote talking chair husbando, and then I wrote I hope he stays a chair the whole movie, which he does.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
And then I wrote that she says, why are you a chair? And I thought that was funny.
It's a valid question. Can't lie. Yeah, and then just the way that they develop, because I don't know, it's kind of romantic, but also not
it's romantic. And I wrote it too. I wrote, why are they shipping her with this old ass man?
Yeah, I don't know.
They literally make it a whole scene. What do you mean?
I don't know.
They ship him so hard.
I guess they're real good friends.
She sits on him, and it's a whole
no, I know.
Oh, and then at the end, they They're not friends, bro.
They're good friends.
They're they're very good friends.
Yeah,
she wants his chair.
They're real good friends.
Yeah.
I mean, he sat on her face. Or she sat on his face, rather.
Yeah.
So, I mean, or on his, I don't know what body, it says something. His lap, at least.
No, it was romantic. I mean, and
That's how I am with my friends.
She was fucked up about him, like, dying or whatever, which that was just like, what? At that point, they had known each other for, like, how many days?
Yeah, I was going to say, things were definitely rushed between them.
2 or 3 days, and she's like, I can't live on this planet anymore if this person I've known for 3 days is dead. I can't.
Yeah, she's got some attachment issues for sure. But, you know, it's because she doesn't have her mom and stuff, so she's afraid of losing people, I guess.
Fair, but still.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I guess it helps that he was literally the chair. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, deeper connection there. Doesn't want to lose him or the chair or the thing. I also just like him running around is just like the way it says.
He was fast.
He was cool. With only 3 legs. Yeah. Like he's killing it. And then the cat.
He'd be unstoppable.
Kitty cat baby.
Cat was cool. I still don't fully understand
Suzume.
What was happening with the cats. But
yeah, because they're like the keys or something.
And yeah, but like I don't what they are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I like when was she the aunt or whatever? Something to her, and then it's actually the.
Right. Yeah. That was a cool moment.
And I like the main girl was cool and like the really good voice acting and stuff at some times and like it was good. It was fun. It was like Monsters Inc. but anime.
Yeah. Okay.
Also.
Yeah, I'll take that.
McDonald's showed up.
Yeah, McDonald's.
Uber Eats showed up.
Uber Eats,
and
okay.
the Uber Eats guy got saved, so.
Right, yeah. Thank God.
He's probably delivering to McDonald's, so the delivery is going to finish.
Tanked my rating if
and another thing that
offed.
Dates this movie, I saw the old Twitter logo in there.
Oh, people are going to be like, what is that?
What is that?
What are they doing? They made up a little bird app?
The bird? What is that supposed to be?
A thing of the past, man. Thing of the past. I found it cute when... Well, I like them. I don't know if it was the Twitter or whatever it was, but they were scrolling, you know, the cat's on all the pictures and they're trying to track down the cat because it's taking like selfies with everyone. Basically, everyone sees this cat that they're taking photos with, and that's how they track it down.
That was fun.
And then where she's taking care of the kids and they pretends it like a toy, like it's an AI chair.
That was a fun scene.
Yeah. So it's just like fun, and then. Like you said, it's almost like episodic, where it's like we have all this like fun hijinks.
She gets helped by like a series of the nicest people in the universe.
Honestly, right?
Which is fine. I liked it.
Like the girl. I think I have her name. Chica. Her name is Chica.
The first girl.
Yeah. She like completely helps her out. Like drives her down the road, lets her come home, stay with her family, feeds her. Like damn, she's a real one. Chica,
literally
nicest girl ever. I liked anytime the worm came.
The worm was wacky.
Was sick.
The worm was wacky.
Especially near the end, it's like all up in the sky. It's like, ooh. It's pretty spooky looking.
I liked how they tied it into stuff. I liked it. It was weird. Yeah. But I liked it.
And like any time that they like close the door.
Like, and it's falling.
Oh my God. And nobody else can see it. Like, I think it's when they're in Tokyo and she gets like picked up by it or something, and so to everyone else she's just like just takes off into the sky. Bye. Whoa. And she's just, I guess, just running. Running on nothing. It'd be funny. I want to see the whole movie again, but from everyone just ground level. And when it disappears, it like bubbles up and like pretty freaking sick nasty actually.
Well, speaking of pacing, it was funny. When at the beginning, when like within 5 minutes of meeting her, he just tells her everything. He tells her like, "Oh yeah, I'm this thing, and I do this, and this is what happens, and this is
exposition dump."
Yeah, like he has no secrecy at all. Like, isn't this supposed to be some secret big thing? You know what I mean? It's supposed to be like, oh no, we're the secret protectors of Japan and whatever. No.
He's just talking about like it's his day job.
Yeah.
Just like, hey,
oh yeah, well I'm actually
I work for this. That's what I do. Yeah. Saving the world.
Within literally 5 minutes.
Yeah, we're door closers.
Yeah.
That's what we do. We close doors. I did like how they visualized him. Yeah, like he's on the beach and he's like freezing or crystallizing or whatever is happening.
She literally kisses him, bro.
So
what
just
do you
like
mean?
you can kiss your homies.
No, come on.
You could kiss. She just cares about him.
It wasn't just a kiss. It was like a whole thing. It wasn't just like kiss. It was like am I gonna kiss him? Should I kiss him? No, I can't do it. I can't kiss him. Oh, what if I did kiss him? No. And then the next night she does.
Kiss your homies, guys.
Not as a romantic wake you up from eternal slumber, okay?
Well, it was the only way it was gonna work.
What do you mean?
She didn't know where she was kissing. He's a chair.
Oh my god.
Could kiss him on a cheek. Kiss him on the forehead.
Okay, yes. Yeah.
She don't know. She just kiss him. What else she gonna do?
Yeah, I love all those best friend movies where one best friend saves the other best friend by kissing them.
It happened.
Like when?
They didn't kiss in human form.
They would have.
I don't think so.
Well, they're going to.
I don't know. He's too busy closing doors.
Yeah, but she's gonna go. They see each other again.
They're gonna close their door.
Gonna close the doors
and be behind closed doors.
Yeah, honestly.
Whatever, man. Kiss your homies. So you're telling me
what?
If I was about to have an eternal slumber, I'm dying. I'm crystalline. I'm a key. I'm a chair. You wouldn't kiss me to save me?
I would.
Yeah.
But it
no,
wouldn't
that's it. That's the end of the conversation.
But it
that's it. He would. Tony would kiss me.
But it wouldn't be like a
well, because it could change our friendship forever.
You know what I mean? Like, come on, man.
She didn't want to get a splinter, Tony. He's a wooden chair.
Okay. I love your innocent.
Well, you gonna tell me people from your name weren't just friends too? Good Lord.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is what friends do.
Well, because, listen, it's weird because they were literally kind of sort of shipping the friend and her aunt.
Right, yeah.
So it's like they're the same age and they're
yeah.
Because that means he was like out of college age. We don't ever hear his age.
Right.
But we know she's, whatever. And
there's a gap there for sure.
What year of school was she? I don't remember.
I don't know. But she's in school.
Yeah. And he's
done
after college.
Right.
Anyways, but that didn't take. Thankfully, because he was a chair, it didn't take me out of it. Because it's like, okay, yeah, he's just a chair.
How do you feel about the final, the actual climax, I guess?
I would have given it an entire extra point if they would have ended it right at the emotional moment.
Yeah, well, because it does have maybe the name, something pops up on screen.
If
but
they
then
would
it
have
keeps
ended
going.
there, I would have given it a whole extra point.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think
that's when I was like, I was feeling things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yo, if they would have just left me, I would have been like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, I should have just paused. I should have just gone off.
But then like, oh yeah, by the way, everybody's here. Everybody's happy.
Yeah, this time they got this good, and they see each other again.
I don't care.
Yeah, let us figure that part out. Let us do that stuff.
Exactly. It doesn't matter. None of that shit matters. That was not why we're watching the movie. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. I do like the emotional. I do like the tie-in. Like, I kind of had a feeling that's what it was. I didn't think it was the mom.
Yeah.
Because, we're already talking spoilers. But, yeah. In the beginning, the movie opens with her as a little girl in the Ever After, right? That's what it's called?
So, yeah.
And in the green zone, the abandoned zone. And she sees, a woman approaching her in the distance, kind of blurry.
The Green Hill Zone.
Yeah. And then at the end, it's revealed it was Sonic the whole time.
Yeah.
It was Dr. Robotnik, actually.
True.
But then at the end, it's revealed that it was her, just like current Suzume. She finds her younger self and gives her the chair. I can't remember
what was the but that's I wrote that down. I was like, what am I talking about? Yeah. It's a chair. It's a chairadox.
Yeah. So this chair is just.
Where did the chair come from?
So it just appeared. Yeah. Well, no. Well, she still built the chair with her mom.
Yeah.
But then. Yeah.
But how did she get it?
No. Yeah. Then it just exists. Then, yeah, I don't know. Chairadox.
I mean,
there's a moment where it has to go from the real world into that world.
Yes, and then she doesn't have it anymore,
right?
Because she doesn't have it, so she wouldn't have it.
So there's something's not right there. A little bit of a plot hole. It's okay.
We got you. We got you, Makoto.
We got you, Makoto. Baby.
We're onto your Chairadox.
Ruins it.
That's what they could have called the movie.
Chairadox. Yeah.
It would have been sick.
All right. Well,
rating.
Yeah. What do you rate it?
I don't know, bro. 8.
Yeah, I think I give it an 8. Maybe I liked it more than Nimona, so I give it an 8.
Yeah.
And then right now, like I said, Weathering with You for me is also an 8, but I have to rewatch it. I don't think it would go to a 9. I think it's still at an 8 for me, but they're good. They're good.
Does he do more rainbow bullshit in Weathering with You?
For sure, because there's a lot of rain, so therefore a lot of rainbows.
Is there rain? Is there rainbow rain? Because in this one there was rainbow rain.
There might be. Well, there you go. Our double animated feature, Suzume and Nimona.
Double.
I think they're both worth watching.
Oh, of course.
And I think Your Name and Weathering with You are also worth watching. But again, they are. I mean, if you really like Suzume, then you'll probably really like the other two. But they all do follow similar formulas. Yeah. Just their little catch, their little twist is slightly different. But yeah, two people go on an adventure and laugh and kind of like each other, and then it ends with.
And there's rainbows everywhere. Rainbows aren't as hit. They don't hit if they're everywhere. Okay.
Right.
It's like that scene and the scene in season 2 of My Hero Academia where Deku is fighting Todoroki, and he's just a big punch. He's like
fire, and then star, and then the rocks go,
and there's like rainbow.
Yeah,
like if it did rainbow every episode, I would not remember that fight at all. I would not remember any of it.
Yeah, they gotta save it so that they can use it.
They used rainbow rain 5 times in the. Chill with the rainbows, man. Save them.
Right.
So that I can save her.
Right. Right.
Anyway.
Too many rainbows. Too many rainbows. All right. Well, even though spoiler, we already know what's happening. But Tony, what? So what do you think we're gonna watch next week? What do you think?
Spillers of the Power Spoon. Spillers of the Power Spoon.
Okay. Sounds.
No, we're gonna watch Killers of the Flower Moon.
Right.
Newest, hottest, off the press banger from our boy Martin
Scorsese.
Scorsesean himself.
Right.
Yep.
So we're gonna watch that next. Finally, yeah. Well, I think we'll try to. I want to continue, whether it's for the podcast or not. Definitely keep knocking out the bangers from 2023.
Yeah.
Before we get too far into 2024.
Yeah, for sure.
Play catch up. But yeah, Killers of the Flower Moon, which is, I think, as long as both of these movies combined. But we'll talk about it in the next episode, boys and gals and chairs.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, baby. That's Off Angle Episode 10 Season 2 premiere.
2024, the year of Off Angles has begun. And we're only going to go up from here, baby.
That's the plan. That's the plan. Share with your friends. Like us. Follow us.
Push that subscribe button right down there.
Subscribe.
Big red button. Yep.
And we'll
touch it.
And you'll see us.
With your little finger.
You'll see us.
Very soon.
Very soon.
Hell yeah.
We're not missing next week.
Hell yeah!
Woo! Woo! Thank you so much for listening. Off Angle is once again brought to you by me and Tony. The music track in the background was created by Tony, as well as random sounds that came out of my mouth upon request. We can be found on all social medias at Off Angle Pod. And also be sure to leave us a rating on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. We'd really appreciate it. We'll catch you guys in the next one.